Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, bro. Of
Yeah,
course
that's what I
you
would
would.
have did.
Yeah. You would do that.
Couldn't agree more.
Couldn't agree more.
But what if I could agree more?
Bro's the agreeer.
But I am.
Yeah. Yippee. Yeah.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Waha! Waha!
I think he Wario. I gotta killed every single. Wow. Oh my god, your screen is still. Oh, because you're tabbed out.
Yeah, I'm tabbed out.
Bro has been tabbed out for 10 minutes. But what if your bees get tabbed
I am
out?
The Simpsons tapped out.
Ah. I don't get it.
It's an old mobile game produced by EA Studios.
Oh, I would probably die if I played that.
Yeah.
Someone called Dorby Twist.
There was so much pay to win in that game. Like, there was a fuck ton
And the
of
twist is that like Dorby is a new gen in this. Because this does not remind me of Dorby at all. Like you could have never told me this was inspired by Dorby.
You know what is a good Dorby inspired level and that's built.
Have you broken signal?
Oh, GG.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, let's go. Time to say
Guys,
something
viewers
weird,
viewers of the Pie Guy N YouTube channel, hop on Beastform Simulator.
Incredible.
I promise you won't get addicted.
I promise
as long as you don't have ADHD, you'll probably be fine. It's really good though.
Alright, I'm going to deafen do the thing.
Okay.
Okay, cool level. This is pretty fun. This attempt count is wrong. My game crashed so much playing this level, and I didn't realize it. I don't know if you can see my Mega Hack, but Mega Hack has a practice bug fix that will fix the momentum of your like ship and UFO, but like also just kind of like every game mode. When you place a checkpoint like right after an orb, for example, right? So if I place a checkpoint right after a black orb, without practice bug fix, I don't have the correct amount of downward momentum when I hit it. Like I don't have the correct amount of downward momentum when I respawn at it. Practice bug fix fixed that. It also caused a game-breaking crash in like the most specific scenario, which just happens to occur in the UFO and broken signal, I guess. So I had to turn it off. But when I crashed, I lost all my attempts. So 300 or so of these are old. About 200 or so of these are new. It was like 370 something I think were old, so the rest are new. And then I also probably had a bunch of other attempts on top of that, like easily 500, maybe more attempts on top of that. I don't know how many attempts this actually took me. I will also say, yesterday when I was practicing this, I didn't want to beat it because I was going to be doing something very shortly after I was practicing, and I didn't want to sit down and start recording and get into a session and waste my time doing that. So I over-practiced, and this took 53 attempts from 0 today. So, very weird experience overall. This is pretty fun though. This is a pretty solid level. As far as I know, this level is very well received. Overall, and I agree. It's pretty solid. I don't think it's perfect. The ending cube just overall felt really, really awkward. It wasn't like unfair or like even poorly made necessarily. It was just awkward. Every click just could decide to kind of not work 1% of the time if it felt like it. If you got a feel for it, it wasn't really a problem, and I didn't die there from 0, luckily. The one click in particular that I hate is the pink orb at 88 after the 2 black orbs, like boom, 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 because that's the 2 black orbs there, like off the platform, jump, jump, and then pink, pink. Though that first pink orb grab is really brutally precise, especially considering I believe your player gets covered or obstructed in some way as you're doing that jump to the pink orb. That was kind of brutal. Didn't like that. And like I said, the rest of the cube just doesn't line up super well. The last jump over the 2 spikes, I just don't like when a level has a very clearly artificially buffed jump at the end. It's just like, make that a normal 2 spike and you get the point across way better, and it's just like, I don't know, the 2s, I hate when a level ends with like a buffed triple and you can just tell that it was like a normal triple and it just went and now it's like hard. It's like, it just feels cheap and lazy to me. Not my favorite thing, but again, it didn't really change the experience. It's just a pet peeve of mine. What else was there? I'm trying to think of other issues I had. The ship before the second drop, right after the slow mini, not the mini wave, the slow wave. That ship is surprisingly tough. The ship control you need for that is non-trivial. It's not bad. You can easily get it down, but the ship control you need for that is non-trivial. There's 1 or 2 gaps in there that are actually really hard. The ship where all of the like objects are melting, the hitboxes aren't quite accurate, and I really don't understand why the solution was not to just have the hitboxes move dynamically with the objects, because the first structure that melts below you, like by the time you approach, like by the time you are like right in line with it, it is like well below where the actual hitbox for it is, so you can be totally completely clear of the actual visual melted object and still die, which I thought was really cheap and annoying. That bugged me a bunch. I died to that in practice quite a bit when I was learning the level, just because it's really unintuitive to stay high in that gap when it's literally moving down, so you feel like you should be able to move down with it. Was not a fan of that. Most of the rest of the level is really straightforward and very simple. This is definitely a really, really easy extreme overall. I really didn't find this too bad. Oh, the ship control required for the 2 portals at like 79 or 80 or something in that ship, a little brutal, little tricky. Not my favorite, but it was mostly fine. There were a few other moments where the gameplay felt a tiny bit awkward, but like barely, so it's not even worth mentioning. The rest of the level was pretty much fine. Oh, the 2% timing is brutal. The very first cube is kind of meh, but the rest is like whatever. The rest of the level plays pretty normally, no major complaints. The wave in the 30s is probably the hardest part of the level, realistically. It's like there's some genuine wave skill required there. It was mostly fine for me. I didn't struggle with it too much. I think I died there 1 time from 0, but I also played 53 attempts from 0 because I crazy over-practiced the whole level, so it doesn't really mean much. Yeah, it's not bad once you get it, and it's relatively short, luckily, so it's not too terrible to deal with. But yeah, the rest of the level was pretty much fine. No major complaints. Plays pretty well. I'd recommend this as a first extreme. I think this is a fantastic first extreme, actually. I feel like this kind of gets you accustomed to most of the things you're going to need to do to beat more extremes in the future, right? It's got like a difficult wave part to kind of get you feeling used to wave. It's got the slow wave part, which, you know, you really want to be able to just kind of have down, right? I think I died there once from 0. Again, 53 attempts doesn't matter much, but it got really consistent. The ship control, there's very little like straight fly, but the ship control here is non-trivial. Like, there are some definitely difficult ship bits. I appreciated those. It's just, and timings, right? There's a bunch of like timings around the level, different setups, this, that, the other, whatever. It really does a great job of getting you used to playing extremes. So if you're looking for a first extreme, this is a pretty solid choice. I like this one a lot. Like I say, be wary of the few things I mentioned, but every level's going to have a few things. This was very fun. I liked it a lot. Okay, I'm going to cut the recording here now. Bye.